There, moving back onto the field, Derrick Henry had a monster game last night with 143 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns in Tennessee's 34-31 win. After 6 weeks, King Henry leads the NFL in both rushing yards and rushing touchdowns by a wide margin and shows no signs of slowing down right now. So, Shannon, what shot do you give Derrick Henry of winning MVP?
I give him a very good shot because he's putting up monster numbers in a passing league, and then now everybody throws the football. The quarterback's throwing out 4,500, 5,000 yards, 40, 50 touchdowns. He's on pace. Now, Edie has the record. Our own Eric Dixon has the record at 2105.
Yep.
In a 16-game season, Henry would be at 2,088. But there's an extra game, which puts him at 2218.
Yep.
Skip, he's 260 yards rushing, yards rushed ahead of Chubb. He's 5 touchdowns, at least 5 touchdowns in front of everybody else. So he's running away with it. Remember how he ran away with it last year. He was, over 400 yards clear of everybody last year because he went. So now we're going to put back-to-back, which we never thought we'd see, Skip. We never thought we'd see somebody go back-to-back 2K. And he's well ahead of the pace of going back-to-back 2K. Skip, we just can't automatically concede that says, okay, the MVP has to be a quarterback. And I think that's what it's kind of turned into because, and I get it, the numbers are gaudy. You know, guys throwing for 5,500 yards. Peyton Manning broke the record with 54 touchdowns. And Brady and so I get the yardage, Skip. But in a passing league, for a running back to put up these kind of numbers, he might break the total touchdown record with LaDainian Tomlinson has that. So he might break the rushing record and the touchdown record in the same season.
Yep.
So, Skip, I think he has a great chance because of what he's doing in a passing league at the running back position. I think he has a great shot.
I wouldn't mind seeing you be right on this one, but I don't think you're going to be right.
Okay.
I don't think he has a great shot at this because it is a passing league. And we have to hark all the way back to 2012. Adrian Peterson broke through, but he was it was a combination comeback player of the year plus MVP.
Right.
I thought Peyton deserved it in his first year in Denver, but Adrian got it, and he had that
2097. He had an unbelievable.
Close. It was close to ED's record.
Yeah, he was 9 yards short.
It was unbelievable. That Vikings team went 10-6 that year, but Peyton's new Broncos went 13-3.
I think they won like 10 games in a row too, Skip.
And it was just hard for me to say, really?
Right.
And it was close, but I would have given that one to Peyton.
Yeah, but you got to understand the quarterback that Adrian had. He had Christian Ponder.
He did?
It was all AP.
Okay, all right, I got it. But that's the last time, and that was a long, going back nine years ago, to Adrian Peterson. So I look at what this man has done, and last night was Star of Stars night, where I just sat back and said, I'm not sure I've ever seen that. And I told you that breakaway 76-yarder, I have never, ever in all my years seen a man that big run that fast with a football under his arm. It was just breathtaking to me because it felt like the next sort of evolution. Like we haven't seen that before. And I'm saying, geez, that's off my charts that I know.
Yes.
That's something I've never been able to fathom. Okay, so now I look at what he's done so far, and he did that opening game was at home. The Arizona Cardinals, the upstart Cardinals, nobody saw him coming.
Right.
They still haven't lost a game, so it sort of justifies what did happen on opening day, but he went 17 times for 58 yards.
Right.
And when he gets in the playoffs, the last 2 times in the playoffs, when he's faced a smart defense, a tough defense, a physical defense, well, even at Kansas City in the AFC Championship game, they just shut him down. And I know there's not much left now at Kansas City.
Right, but you remember what Frank Clark said. He said he's surprised that Derrick Henry doesn't rush for more yards, big as he is.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how Derrick Henry approaches the game, but I remember everything somebody said negative about me at some point in time because I knew down the road we would see you again. Now, I want you to have that same, you're going to have that same energy, Frank Clark.
So, well, that day, Derrick Henry against Kansas City, AFC Championship game, went 19 times for only 69 yards. And then last year against your Ravens, they just took him completely out of the game, and Lamar broke through and won his first playoff game, but he went 18 times for 40 yards. So the better defenses, not that Buffalo's bad because they were really good, But if you draw an early bead on him and don't let him get out of the blocks.
You got to, Skip, basically, you got to sell your soul to the devil to stop that run.
Right.
And then hope Tannehill is off.
Okay, so they got Kansas City up next. There's not much left on the defensive side. But then at Colts, the Colts are really good on They're legit.
Oh, yeah.
And then they have to go to the Rams, and you know what that's going to be about.
Right.
I don't think he'll get 100 yards against the Rams because they will just say, no, not in our house, right? And then they got at New England, and Belichick took Zeke and Pollard pretty much out of the game the other day. So that's going to be a tough one. At Pittsburgh,
you remember what happened last time he played? Last time he played Belichick in the playoff, he went for almost 2 bills.
He did. No, I got that. But it just seems like that's what they do best right now.
Right.
They've flipped it where their secondary is a little shaky, but their front seven run stopping is really good.
Well, they play a lot of man coverage, Skip, so they're able to get that safety down in the box to try to shut off the run.
Okay, and then at Pittsburgh, I still say they're really good on defense, and it's just a pride factor of not in our house. So he's got some really tough tests. He's got the ability to win the MVP with this schedule.
I think the thing is, Skip, for him to have a chance, he's going to have to go 2,000 plus. I don't think he can go 1,800, 1,900 and get it, even though that's still a lot of yards. 1,900 still put him in probably the top 10, you know, maybe top 10 as far as rushing.
Last quick point. I'm going to remind you that old grandpa down there in Tampa, he's already over 2,000 yards passing. He's the only quarterback over 2,000, and Peyton's record is sitting right there in plain sight for him to break the passing yardage record.
Skip, if you look at it, Derek Carr and Mahomes are on pace to break that record.
Yeah, well, but
Brady's on pace for 6,000.
That is correct.
Guys, did Draymond Green give LeBron too much credit with his latest comments? That and more next. No mercy, no mercy. He threw the game-winning touchdown pass to CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys signal caller said he felt funny as he landed, and yesterday an MRI confirmed he has a calf strain. However, some reports indicate Dallas is confident he'll be ready after the team's bye week, which obviously comes at a great time right now. Shannon, gut feeling here. Will Dak be able to play at Minnesota a week from Sunday?
Dak will be fine. I'm trying to figure out how all these guys getting these calf injuries, Skip. Chubb with a calf, and Hunt with a calf, and Dak with a calf, and Gallup with a calf. We're seeing more calf injuries that maybe they didn't chart them. Maybe they just said lower leg when I was playing. But I don't remember this many guys, this significant amount of guys having calf injuries. But I'm not worried. The best thing about it, Skip, they're not on the early week. They don't have to play Thursday. They don't have to play Sunday or Monday. They don't play till the following week. So he has a lot of time. And like I said, I'm not so sure that he was going to go anyway. So he'll be getting treatment around the clock, 24 hours a day. All the equipment that they have at Dallas, they'll take that equipment to Dak's home. So Dak will be getting treatment. Dak gonna have one trainer from the Cowboys living with him for the next 14 days, Skip.
I hope so.
Dak gonna have company. So if you're having family in town, Dak, just tell him, oh, yeah, he's a trainer for the Cowboys. Because that's what it's gonna be, Skip. And so, look, Dak said he believes he could continue to play. I know that's adrenaline talking. He's probably sore. He's probably a lot sore today than he was Sunday after the game and even Monday. But I think as the week progresses, it will subside. I expect Dak to be fine come October 31st, which is Halloween, but it's going to get real spooky for you guys in Minnesota. Yeah.
So, Shannon Sharp is not a doctor, but he's playing one on TV. Am I right?
Yeah.
So you have already diagnosed this as nothing. It's like a nothing burger. That's what you said yesterday. It's nothing. Like, just put a little tape on it and play.
Yeah, Skip,
right?
I mean, he's going to get 24 hours of treatment. I mean, every 2 hours, he's going to be getting treatment. He'll be ice, stem, a little bit of massage. Yeah, he'll be fine.
I think you're like that woman in the commercial who's playing doctor and says her kidneys are beating. Do you know that ad? You know, so that's who you're playing. I hope you are right. I suspect you are wrong. I fear you are wrong. I smell that you are wrong because this is not passing my smell test. And I love my team, and I said they're unjinxable. I was all over them to go up and beat Belichick. And it comes down to the last play. You want to talk about bittersweet buzzkill party poop? You know, this is, he throws the pass of passes on the run to CeeDee Lamb to walk off. And he goes out of the frame on the TV where I can't even see what happened. We don't even have a good shot of what happened. And he comes down a little bit funny on his right leg, which, by the way, was surgically repaired by 2 operations because of the compound fracture in his ankle and the dislocation. It required 2 major surgeries to get that fixed and save his career. and we can't even see what happened on that final thrust into the carpet.
He jumps off that leg because he throws off that leg and then he lands on that leg.
Okay, and it is the same leg that got repaired.
So maybe it is a little weaker, Skip, because, you know, the
probably is. Okay, and then I have to watch him limp up the tunnel, and I have to watch him in a boot do his post-game at New England. And then, according to USA Today, yesterday, as he walked around the facility, he was still in said boot. And on Stephen Jones' radio show yesterday, he admitted, I'm a little nervous. Well, who wouldn't be a little nervous? This guy... We keep talking about MVP, Kyler, MVP, Lamar.
Well, he's in the discussion.
He's in there, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and he has been as clutch as anybody this year. You know, Kyler, no one's been more clutch than Dak because, remember, he went on the road to go.